Hello again, world. Apparently, again, my SD card was full. So it killed me at about 8 minutes. Didn't get a chance to finish my story, which I guess is good. It was getting a little long-winded anyway. Well, let's get back to it. All right, I think when we left off, I had just slid into the train engine. And, you know, it's moving across at its normal speed. I don't know whatever rate of travel it was at. But I had slid the bike on its side, pushed myself away from the bike, using the bike as a buffer between me and the engine. And it stopped. It hit the springs on the engine, and it stopped right there. So luckily, it didn't slide up underneath the train. I didn't slide up underneath the train. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. But I hit the train though. The train stopped. I pull my bike back. I pick it up. I notice the muffler's missing. I noticed that there's a crack down the side of my frame. So it must have hit pretty hard when it did hit. And the conductor, after he finally stopped the train, he walked back, I guess afraid that he had killed me. But he saw where my muffler had landed. Apparently it just got ripped right completely off the damn thing. And he picked it up and brought it to me. Ambulances showed up. An ambulance showed up, which I was fine. Police officer showed up. I think it was probably a sheriff's deputy. I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember. That was back in '85. But he wrote me a ticket for driving my motorcycle. I don't remember what kind of ticket it was. I think back then my dad took care of most of my tickets, so he probably just paid it. The only thing I got out of it was a scratched ankle and probably a shit stain in my underwear. But I didn't ride my bike again for a while after that. Not out of fear, not at all, but I had to get it repaired. So it wasn't until after I need to jump back real quick. I also got my picture in the paper. Apparently there was somebody that showed up on the other side of the tracks. They were a reporter for the local news, the community news, and they took my picture, and everybody thought I was racing the train. And trust me when I say, if I would have been racing the train, I would have beat it. It scared the shit out of me. I thought I was going to get hit it or die. So I hit the brakes. You know, I was trying to stop. But had my picture in the paper. I had that article cut out and saved for the longest time. But you know, things happen in life. You join the military, you get married, you get divorced, you get married, you get divorced. I think I got married and got divorced one more time. 2 of those marriages and divorces were to the same woman. But that's neither here nor there. But I've lost that article. I'm sure I could probably look it up in the Parker County library or something and make a copy of it. I might do that one of these days. But oh my goodness, it literally scared the crap out of me. Well, once I got my driver's license, I think I was driving a 64 Chevrolet pickup truck, straight 6, 3 on the tree. That was one of my first vehicles, and I loaded that bike up. Finally, it stayed in the garage there at my parents' house, but I loaded it up, took it over to where my dad worked, and got him to help me with using a wire welder. We welded the frame, welded the muffler back on. I took the carburetors off, cleaned them out, and started riding again. But gosh, I think it was probably about a good year after that train accident before I rode again. And it wasn't for any other reason except for the fact I just never got around to getting the bike fixed. Didn't know, maybe I'd scared my parents, maybe I'd scared my mother, maybe I'd scared my father. You know, it was him that bought it for me on my, I believe, my 14th birthday. And I think, you know, they were reluctant to help me figure out a way to get it fixed. And eventually I just got around to where I was like, well, it's time to get the damn thing fixed. It's time to start riding again. But yeah, that's about the end of the story. Again, my SD card filled up. I had to go to my phone and delete a bunch of videos, previous vlogs that I have, I guess, saved on my phone, so I can clear up some memory. I think what I need to do is eventually just spend the money and buy a bigger SD card. But that's it, guys. Just wanted to finish the story. I truly do love each and every one of you. Truly and deeply I do. Moral of the story? I don't know. Don't. If you fight a train, in most cases the train's going to win. I just got lucky. I got very lucky. There's been a lot of deaths at that intersection because they didn't have. They've closed that intersection off now, but there's been a lot of deaths at that intersection, and due to the fact that it didn't have any kind of lights or any kind of indicators to let you know when the train was coming. And I just got lucky. Danced with the train, and I just got lucky. Otherwise I wouldn't be here telling y'all my story. Again, I truly do love each and every one of you. Truly and deeply I do. Carpe diem. And as always, catch you on the flip side. Ha ha!